Hello everyone and welcome back to Transport Fever 2 in our modded series in the Midwest region of the United States. So we're getting back into things once again, but I do have an update. You may have already noticed it if you're observant enough, I guess, and I don't blame you if you didn't see it, but we actually added a few new mods, and only one has taken into effect as of right now, which is the different color for both our pedestrian and our cargo. So if we take a look over here, we have our cargo, which is displayed differently than our pedestrian. Our pedestrian color is still the same, but it's just a little bit of those little mods that kind of help you out a little bit, just so it makes life a little bit easier. But we also added in some new vehicle models and stuff like that, which actually don't take place until later in our series, which involves new planes and new locomotives and things like that. But we're going to tackle on a new project today and hopefully maybe do some more customization, because I did check that we do have a new passenger station, like, I don't know what to call it. We have a new passenger station like design. So we may actually, here, let's just test it out real quick. But we have a passenger station, so what if we just like deleted this, right? And we just added this in the front. We could just plop it right here technically. I don't think it would really work, but we could always put it on the other side if we really wanted to. So our road is having a little bit of an issue and it won't connect. So I want to see if I can actually try to still get it in here. Oh, it's going to cost me too much money because there's houses right here. Actually, no, whatever, we have the money, right? I don't think it's going to work, to be honest with you. But we're going to test it out anyway. And nope. Alright. But we'll at least upgrade the front of it so it looks a little bit more clean than last time. There we go. I mean, like, we could have kept with the original design, but we'll see how that goes for now. Alright, let's figure out a project. That was just kind of a waste of time, but I just wanted to see how that would turn out. Alright, quick little update. We actually do have the Schneider, which is a new vehicle, which will drive a little bit quicker and be a little bit more efficient. So that's something good to know. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a new project. It's getting difficult at this point, so oh, wait! We said we were going to do planes this episode. I totally forgot. Alright, planes, here we go. Let's go. So we could technically maybe get a small airport down in Augusta right here. And I'm thinking the best way to go is go to Lexington for now. And then we can go to Charlotte later. I'm not going to worry about that just yet. But what if we just placed it... I'm trying to find some good flat land, and I'm trying to make sure that we don't have a lot of issues with the emissions level. Which, by the way, actually, I did forget, we do have a new mod about emissions too, so it's a little bit more realistic. Let's go see what it actually looks like in Wichita for that. Yeah, so in Wichita, it's been solved a little bit more because it's a little bit more clear down here, and the vehicles take more effect over there. So if we actually go ahead and look at it, it's at a mediocre level. So it doesn't just spread as much, because one of the things is that vehicles shouldn't have that far spread with emissions compared to like trains and stuff like that, so we fixed that. Let's take a look at where the best place to put down a airport for Lexington would be. I would imagine it would be somewhere along the lines of here. If you bring it too close over here, it'll start cutting off the mountain like that. I think it has to be somewhere down here, but it's really difficult to find some flat space. Okay, so we have one airport over here in Lexington. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this road all the way up, which I'll do off camera here in just a second. But also in Augusta, we have an airport that's right over here. The main reason why I didn't have the airport move parallel with this road right here is because I didn't want the airstrip to actually come over Augusta to where the planes would fly right over and cause a bunch of emissions. I have learned my lesson over time. So we're actually going to go ahead and build the roads real quick. Okay, so the roads are done. Down here in Lexington, this is how it looks. Nothing too special. We'll have a bus that will actually come all the way up through here and come and drop off people. So we're actually going to have to add an additional bus stop right here. Let's go ahead and configure that right now before buildings start to come in. So we'll have a little station right there, and we'll use our new Schneiders to actually get over there. And we're going to have to do the same thing in Augusta. We have a nice little loop right over here for our beautiful little airport. And excuse me, this is not a very nice place to have a skyscraper at. Right over the side of a cliff, excuse me. Not really a skyscraper, but a tall building, I should rather say. But I'm going to go ahead, set up the lines, and we'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Our convoy of planes are starting to go ahead and transport passengers between both cities. We bought 3 airplanes and we have 2 Schneiders per city, so therefore pedestrians can get back and forth. Hopefully these junkers will be able to bring people back and forth efficiently enough, and we'll end up probably replacing them in the near future because of obvious reasons. Okay, since the time is starting to fly by, we're actually going to take a look at Huntsville right here, which is one of our biggest cities in this region. And we have Huntsville and Rochester line, which is going to be struggling here. And so far we have a train that carries, I think, a capacity of 80 people. I think it's pulling in right now. So 80 people. Before it pulls in, I want to evaluate this a little bit more. So there's 160 right now. Over in Rochester, there is 70 people right now, which means this line can have an upgrade. Not only that, but I think Rochester's also having an issue at its, yeah, there it goes. Once again, having an issue with its main line here throughout the city. So let's see if we can reduce the amount of issues with this area. It seems like this line could be changed a little bit. And I think what I could do is I could upgrade its engine. How old is it? Is what I want to see. It is 12 years old. It should not have to be replaced yet. So what if we just go ahead, save some more money, although we don't really need to save the money. Manage vehicle, we're gonna edit it, and we're just gonna give it an extra cart for right now. So it will now have 5 carts on there instead of 4, which would be a total of 100 people per trip. So what if I could actually get this? So I could just go like this instead. Wouldn't that work a lot easier? I could do something like that. It wants me to build a bridge. I don't want to build a bridge. So let's go ahead and change this up a little bit. I'll be right back, and I'm going to fix it up right now. Alright, there we go. So I fixed it. I didn't realize how awful the line was until we got here, right? This is the previous line on the left-hand side, and this is the new one. Straightforward, and cuts down the time a little bit more. So we're going to go ahead and just delete the old one. We could keep it there, right? But we have the money to demo it. And there we go. That should fix the issue. So I'll hit play again so the train can come into the station and not have any issues. Okay, so another issue. Huntsville, Burbank. There's 117 people waiting here in Huntsville. And we also have 142 over in Burbank. So that is not good because we are not transporting the demand that we have, so therefore we could do a few things. This is why I want to overcomplicate things, because it's just fun. We could take another line from Huntsville, build onto the station so we can make the station even bigger, which I kind of just want to do for the hell of it. And what we can do is we can take that line and bring it all the way up to Irving. So therefore it could come from right here, come over here, and hit a diagonal all the way to Irving, which I think is what I want to do just because it would be fun. But first, I noticed that we need to add more trucks to this line over here for the Huntsville delivery. How far does the delivery go? Oh, no, it only goes right over there. I think we need how many vehicles? Okay, we have 3 vehicles, maybe just 1 more vehicle for now. I think that would do it. All right, there we go. We just added 1 more vehicle. I'm going to come off the screen for a bit, and we're going to do this project that would, I don't know. We're just going to do the project just because we can. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand train station that I was able to make. And I don't know how, but we did it. We have 2 sides of it. Right now this is a basically non-operational side of it, but what we'll do is we'll take out this side. We will redo the whole entire city layout and how buses operate and how they transport people around, as I would think that would be very necessary for how the city is growing. How many people are actually in this city? 726. But what we will do is, for right now, this is the operational side. We're going to buy a train for this side, which we forgot to build up to. So we'll go ahead and do that just briefly. Very disorganized, but yet organized in a way. So this train should be able to go over there. Cool. So that is a double slip switch, which is what we need. Otherwise it would just cross each other. So therefore we're gonna go ahead, buy a locomotive. Let's go ahead, do the Atlantic. We'll do 3 or 4 carts. We're gonna do 4 for now. Yeah, that seems like a better bet. Huntsville, Irving. There we go. That's what I wanna see. I wanna check up on our planes though, because that's really something that we need to keep an eye on. 2 projects in one day once again. The planes were a little bit small, but still. So we have 1 person waiting at a Lexington Augusta airline, and we have Augusta Blue, which is, I think, yeah, so there's nobody waiting to actually go to the airport over here. Interesting. Nobody waiting over here either. Do people not like to fly yet? Is that what's going on? Yeah, nobody's flying yet. Alright, maybe I just need to let the time fly a little bit more. Maybe I haven't let it fly by enough. Bad puns. To be honest, I don't know how long I've been recording for, and I may be putting ourselves in overtime here in just a minute, but I kind of want to do this project to where we just make things unnecessarily complicated for the benefit of the future. Don't know what I really meant by that. What I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about taking a little road right out here, just so buses can come in and out and go ahead and transfer. I think that's what I want to do. So what we'll do is we'll actually end up deleting this side at some point here shortly. But what if we go ahead, we're going to take up a street, bring it through here. I need a straight though. There we go. So people can start building up here. That's fine by me. But what I want to do is I want to take in a nice little station here. When I say nice little station, it's like gigantic. And we'll plop it in right here. Is that fine? I'm actually going to put it on the other side, and I'm going to put it on the other side because those buildings behind, if we need to extend the stations, I will have to end up demoing them, which I don't want to do. So we'll put it in right there. We're going to pause it because we're going to completely revolutionize the way we transport people in this area. Okay, so here's the overview. I have 5 lines for the city now. We have 2 different bus stations, one being over here on one side of the train station and one being on the other side toward our grand train station. We pull over the lines overview. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It is a mess. We have the Huntsville Blue Line, which hits part of our residential area with 2 vehicles. Then we have the Huntsville Green Line that hits the other part of our residential, which is way up by Lincoln Street right there. Then we have our Purple Line, which will hit our wonderful little shopping district, which is right over here, kind of downtown a little bit. Huntsville Yellow Line, which hits over here, which is also considered our industrial area for jobs and stuff like that. And last but not least, we actually purchased a vehicle. We rearranged all the other vehicles, but we purchased a vehicle for the Huntsville Red Line, which is our transfer for all people that want to hit the train station. All in all, that is what we did just there and then. I just want you to sit here for a moment and look at how many different icons are moving through the screen in this one area. Huntsville is a busy city. It really is, and we have that construction material that comes in straight from the plant over there where it's growing our jobs. If we bring tools to this city will explode in population. There is no doubt about that. And I've been running the game for probably like on 3 speed for, I don't know, not even a minute. And we're already getting lines that are backing up with plenty of people that want to keep paying money. Huntsville Red Line really needs it. And Huntsville Yellow is going to get the upgrade as well. So congratulations, Huntsville Red Line. You are getting 3 of these guys because it's going to get busier. And we'll actually give a Schneider over to our Yellow Line. There we go. We may even need another one for the Blue Line. I'm just going to get a head start on that one. Give it a Schneider for the Blue Line. Holy crap. Oh my god. I have 4 vehicles for the Huntsville Red Line, and there's 73 people waiting here. Oh my god. The thing is, I could alleviate some of the stress if I added an additional exit on this side, just so people would be able to get off on that side too and walk to work. But one thing about that is that nobody's going to use this bus stop as, you know, just going to work. They're going to use it for going to the train station, which is something that I want to avoid. So we're going to leave it as is and just try to deal with it. Well, you know what? I got to say, that is a great way to end the episode. Like, that is awesome. We just transformed Huntsville from where it only had 2 lines for bus routes, and now it has a total of 5. You know what? That's where we're leaving the episode. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to give me a thumbs up. It would really help support out the channel. I would appreciate it. Any other comments, suggestions, or concerns, leave me down below, because if you have something in mind, we can try it. I mean, like, I have no issue with that. So, but other than that, we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for joining me. We'll catch you next time.